Hey everybody, welcome back to the shop. This is Steve, the Idaho Fabricator. This is my first video of 2019 and it's pretty cool. I'm excited about it because I got a new toolbox. But before I show you that, I want to show you what I had to do to make room for the new toolbox. You know, I put my lift in here and I'm really happy with it. It's really cool. But I just kind of moved everything off to the side, stuck the lift in and got busy with a bunch of projects and then all of a sudden realized I got to make some more room in here because I got more tools to buy. So I spent some time with my tape measure and my chair kind of measuring all the stuff in here and figuring out where the space was, and so I made some room. So let me show you what I did real quick, then we're going to get to the best part, my new toolbox. So here's what I did. I started over on this side because you got to start somewhere. And I swapped out this is a 6-foot table. The one that I had here was 8 feet. So I swapped it out. Got all my painting stuff down here.
That was the one with all the doors on it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was all the doors and it was, yeah.
Which is now in the wood shop.
It's now in the wood shop.
For me to use.
You're going to claim it, I'm sure.
Yes,
Fill it
I
up with
already
all
have.
kinds of stuff.
Yes.
So I did that, and that gave me some room over here. So I got my plasma cutter and my MIG welder toolboxes. I moved my metal bandsaw over here. It used to be over there. It worked okay over there, but having it right here is like, it's right here by the bench and the vise, so I can, switch back and forth. Just made more sense. And then one of the things I did to gain more room is I took my milk cartons. They used to be over by the doorway over there by the bench. And I moved them over here because this is kind of dead space underneath the grinders. And then I spent some time sorting them because over time I get lazy and just throw stuff in the boxes. And
No.
I know. It's hard to believe.
It is.
So this one's got all my pipe and solid stock. This one's got my tubing, kind of flat stock here. This is angle iron and miscellaneous stuff there.
You know what this looks like to me?
What?
Future yard art.
No, this is gold. This is gold.
Yard art.
It's not yard art. And then I got aluminum, 2 buckets of aluminum stuff. And then the bigger stuff. And then the taller stuff here. I moved this rack over. I used to have my TIG welder kind of at an angle here. So I moved this rack over. And that allowed me to put the TIG welder here. And which is cool. And then I had some clamps over here in the corner, and I hung those up on the wall. And so those come in really handy. And these are really inexpensive. If you don't have some of these, they're usually for woodworking, but they work great for steel. This piece here is just an extension, so I can clamp stuff 12 feet long, like a big workbench or something.
You made that holder, didn't you?
Yeah, it's just a couple of, and all I did was I just drilled a hole in these couplers.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I didn't want to spend a lot of, I didn't want them falling on me,
No.
and I just wanted them to stay put, and that kind of keeps them out of the way, so that's pretty cool. So I've got my TIG welder here,
Okay.
move this bench over, okay, closer to the doorway, and then grinders are here. And over on this wall here, I raised this up 10 inches, the air reel, so that I could move the toolbox that was over there, over here, for all my drills. And then I took my 12-ton press that used to be over here, kind of in front of the toolbox, and put it there, which
That
makes more
used to be in the
sense.
way anyway.
Yeah, it made this kind of clustery and.
Yeah.
And then I was able to push this sander in a little bit,
Okay.
and that gave me more room, like when I have a truck or a car or something up on the hoist. This gets a little tight, so I hung up these folding platforms, and right there. They used to be over there. I'll show you where they used to be. They used to be over here, hanging up here,
Okay.
but I use those more than I use these folding A-frames for painting. So I just fabbed up some quick brackets out of some scrap and hung them up high out of the way. Those used to be on the floor over by the drill press. So anyway, I just spent a lot of time kind of like rethinking where I wanted everything in here.
Well, you're utilizing the wall space too instead of just the floor space.
Yeah, get the stuff up on the wall because it's just dead space.
And it's a good thing you're tall so you can reach them when I need them.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what I did. Made a lot of room. I don't know if you can tell on the video, but it's a lot roomier in here.
Yeah, it's a lot of floor space.
Yeah, it can almost echo. I'm way over here.
Here.
Yeah, so.
And now.
So guys, this is my new toolbox. Now I know that it's Harbor Freight. I really like the Harbor Freight stuff. I really do. Now you're looking at this color and you're going, wow, that's pretty bright green, Steve. Yes, it is. But you know what? When I was in high school, many moons ago, I saw a 69 Plymouth Roadrunner painted this color. Had a black vinyl roof, 440 big block, nice car.
So brought back memories.
Yeah, so it was like a no-brainer. I saw this color, I went, that's the color I'm getting. Yeah.
And there, what are there, like 6 colors total now that you can pick from? What are they?
Yeah, I think they got, let's see, red, black, blue, orange, this color green,
Yellow.
and yellow.
Yeah. So are you going to get those other new colors, or am I going to get them in my wood shop?
Yeah, maybe someday.
Thanks, honey.
Yeah, maybe.
Thank you. I love you.
So this is called their 5-drawer mechanic cart. It's pretty neat. I've been looking at them for a while. I paid $189 for this baby. And it's got pneumatic pistons that lift the lid up and hold them up, which is pretty nice.
No pinched fingers.
No pinched, yep. And it's got, I used a 20% off coupon and got this folding shelf for $22 in the matching color. They just started doing the folding shelves in all of their colors. So
Which is nice.
if you guys got one of these carts in blue or black and you want a matching shelf, well, they have them now, so.
Nice.
Yeah, and just use a 20% off coupon. So the purpose of this cart, just to give you an idea of why I wanted to do this, is I put in here all of my electric stuff. So my fluke meter for measuring voltage and current and frequency, electrician's tape, keep that up here. This little pouch here has all kinds of various kinds of these leads like this. This is one of those 12 volt testers. You know, one end you clamp to ground and then it lights up when you get 12 volts. It just fits down in those little holes really good. So
That's kind of nice.
yeah. And then a while back I bought a set of Tecton 3/8 socket set. And I like it so much that I went out and bought their 1/4-inch drive. And check these out, man. The chrome finish on this thing
It's really nice.
is beautiful. It's got a 72 tooth ratchet. Nice positive clicks on it. Kind of snaps in place. There's a driver handle. Okay.
Look as nice as snap-on.
It's super high quality. Look, you can even put a ratchet on the end if you really want to torque it, or maybe you want to use an extension on it. You can get it, everything clips on it. It comes with a driver so that you can use those little bits, driver bits, if you want. You get a universal joint, 2 extensions, and then the standard goes 5/32 to 9/16, and you got shallow and deep, no missing sizes in between. And then metric, it goes 5, 5.5, all the way to 14 millimeter, no missing sizes, standard or shallow and deep. Really a nice set. These snap into the lid, so as long as the Tecton's showing and you open it up, you don't have to worry. If you open it up upside down, all these will spill out because they're just resting in there. But the quality of the way they make these, and this locks in here,
It's really nice.
it's super high quality.
So where did you get these? This set?
This set I got from Amazon, $44. That's a heck of a deal.
Yeah.
$44. And I like these so much that I'm trying their screwdrivers. And so this is their new screwdrivers. It's kind of a, I don't know if you can see it there, it's a 3-sided arrangement. And it tells you what it is on the end, which is kind of cool. This is a T15 for doing all of the trim screws on GM cars. And then it just really fits your hand nice. The taper kind of naturally fits the way you grab it. And it's kind of a rubbery, textury stuff. It's really nice.
So it won't slide out of your hand.
Yeah, and I just got a few. I got a flat blade, a 1/4 inch. It's a black oxide finish, and there's some it looks like some, not knurling, but kind of like, grooves in it, and to help it grip better, I guess.
Now, where are those from?
These I ordered from Tecton themselves, Tecton's website. And if you buy stuff from Tecton directly, free shipping.
That's huge.
Yeah, and their warranty, lifetime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. These are made in the USA, the screwdrivers.
Which is nice.
These are made in Taiwan, but I tell you what, I think Taiwan's a couple steps up from Chinese. This is a really nice set of sockets. So, and I bought these out of my own money, so I'm not like, I bought them because I like them and they're well made. So that's what I got in the top right now of this box. I got a flashlight here, one of my folding Harbor Freight flashlights, which these are awesome. Mm-hmm. And so over here, they've got a lock on the doors, so you can move this cart around and the doors won't open. So you just pull a lock. So in this drawer here, I put my heat shrink gun, and then I got my mini torch here, which you can do all kinds of things. You can solder with it, you can heat shrink with it, melt things, heat things up. So it's pretty handy. Got a couple of ends for this guy. And so I put those in the big drawer, and then over here in the small drawer, I've got, your basic tools that you need.
Oh, my favorite needle nose.
Yeah, I know, that's why they're standing here.
Dang.
And this tool here, I just bought not too long ago. This thing rocks. Wire stripper. Whatever size wire you put in there, you just put in there. The only really adjustment you got to worry about is this one right here. This piece moves in and out. And that controls how much of the wire you're stripping off. So once you get it set it where you want it, you put your wire in up to this yellow part, and it's perfectly stripped. They work awesome. I used to use this to strip wires all the time with these little cutting teeth here, and they list them by the gauge of wire. But with stranded wire, what a lot of times would happen is you put it in there and clamp it and pull it off, and sometimes it'll cut some of the copper strands.
Not good.
So this one doesn't do any damage to it. So, and this is not very expensive.
Plus it sounds cool.
Yeah, it sounds like it's really important. So, and then in this next drawer, this is my growth drawer.
Uh-oh.
So this is going to get something in it.
More Tecton?
I don't know what, but it will get stuff in it.
Okay.
And then down here, this is
Lord.
all of my heat shrink terminals, eyelets, heat shrink tubing. These are grommets for going through the firewalls and stuff. More heat shrink tubing, all different sizes and thicknesses. So that's what's in here. And then this next drawer is in. This is my Delphi connectors right here. This is the special tool for doing those. You put these different bits in, and there's 2 sizes. I think, well, let's see, I can't remember now. 14 to 16 and 18 to 20. So depending on the size of wire, you would take the appropriate connector, and there's a little, let me show you this, it's kind of cool the way this works. There's a little kind of a silicone deal that fits in that little part like that, okay? And then you put this on the wire first, and then this crimping tool here, it crimps them both at the same time. Okay, this big little anvil set here crimps the silicone, and this one crimps the wire, and it works awesome.
Clever.
Yeah. This tool here, it comes with this tool here, and this allows you to remove these pins. It goes, you insert it inside over the pin, and I don't know if I can, hopefully I can show you. I'll show you with a pin here. So you see these little little barbs here?
Yeah.
So this tool goes inside like that, pushes the barbs down, and then you can remove the pin
Oh, clever.
out of these connectors. So if you have a bad connector, you can, and it comes with an assortment. And then what I did is I bought some more, because I'm gonna do some wiring on your pickup, your 87.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it so the taillights plug and unplug real easily.
That's good.
And so, yeah, I did that. And then this container here has all my non-shrink tube spade bits, butt connectors, just all kinds of weird deals. Back in the old days, this is back in my Volkswagen days. This is how you got an extra connection on one of your, they use a lot of spade connectors on those guys. So that's that drawer. And of course I got zippy ties.
Can't have too many
And then, oh, that's it. Okay, that's it. And then down here,
Yes.
this is my, all my soldering stuff, soldering iron, flux, you know, all that kind of junk in there. And then over here is my wire bin.
Okay.
So keep the wires in there so that I can repair something. And I just got some looms here. And so that's it, guys. This is really a nice box. It comes with a shelf back here.
That's nice.
Yeah. And
Locking wheels.
yeah, locking wheels. Now the instructions tell you to put the caster part on this end.
The locking one.
Yeah, the locking, but I like to steer it from the handle. So
So you switched
so
them.
I switched it, because that's how I roll. And of course, once you close the lid, it pushes these little deals down here, and it locks the drawers.
Nice.
So you can't open the drawers unless the lid's up. And then this guy here, you just lift it off, drop it down, and this way I can roll it over to the car, truck, or whatever. And I got all my electrical stuff right handy. You know? And so I used to have a lot of this stuff in this toolbox here. And so I kind of redid this toolbox. So let me show you what's going on here. So this is, I'm going to call this my fabrication box. So here I got my files, big files, little baby files, aluminum files. Believe it or not, there's a difference between steel and aluminum for files. Little tiny rat tail files, all kinds of them. The next drawer is all of my sanding discs for my air sander, 2-inch and 3-inch pads. This is just different mandrels for like little drums, and carbide bits come in really handy. I keep those here. So that way if I'm working on something and I, you know, bust off one of these or I need a new one, it's just right here, handy, easy to get to. So, and then this drawer here is all of my grinding wheels for my grinders, different grits of cloth tape for doing, you know, like shafts and stuff. Nikita gave me a nice diamond impregnated thing for the angle grinders, so I'll have to try that out on some concrete. And then this drawer here is my woodwork or my metalworking sheet metal stuff for doing the body panels and stuff. Some of these are homemade tools to get into little spots on the 53. Like this tool here I made. They're inside the roof of the cab at the back. There's 2 layers of sheet metal, and I had a couple of big dents in the corner, you know, right here. Looked like somebody whacked it or something. Anyway, there's an inner steel panel here that you can't get to the backside. So this tool here, I shaped this, spoon shaped it a little bit and polished it. It allowed me to get in there, and then I can work the backside with this. This becomes the dolly, and then I can just hammer around it as I massaged it. And I pulled that dent right out.
Yeah, it looks nice.
No body filler. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Homemade.
good job.
So don't be afraid to make your own stuff, guys. This tool here is for, it's got a little handle here to twist, and you can get into something and kind of work the corners. So really handy. So that's my body fender stuff. Then my hammers, plastic one, old school hubcap one. I don't know if they even do hubcaps anymore, but if
cool
something
looking.
comes into the shop, I can, you know, this one puts it on and this one pops it off. Then a rubber hammer. And then I just got these. I'm trying these out. I really like them so far. Summit Racing, made in the USA, dead blow ball peen hammers. Nice grippy surface. I don't know if they can see that.
Yeah.
It's got a really nice texture on it. It's very nice. And I got their big dead blow, 45 ounce, I think. Yeah, 45 ounce. Again, made in the USA, nice grip. And then a little bit smaller one, so.
And I got your old hammers.
And yeah, I gifted you some of my older hammers.
You're just too good
'Cause
to
I'm a
me.
giver.
You are.
Yeah, I'm a
You're so
giver.
good to me. Thank you, honey.
Down
like
here,
hammers.
I've got my tap and dies, standard and metric. Gosh, this is like 30 years old, and it still works like a champ. Then I got the metric version. And then these guys here, if you haven't seen these before, these are thread chasers. These don't actually cut the threads. They just clean the threads. And they're very handy. So you can do the, holes and then shafts. Okay, and that's the metric version. Because a lot of times, the threads are maybe a little rough or something. You don't want to cut new threads. You don't want the bolts loose. But you do want them to thread in there. So there's a fine thread, the black, and then the coarse is the silver. I don't know if you guys can see that okay.
Yes. So it just makes them like new again.
Yeah, makes them like new, so they thread in there. And a couple of T-wrenches. Got a bunch of stuff here that I got from my dad, and he got some from his dad, my grandpa, and so there's some big ones here. And so anyway, these things don't go bad. I just keep them and just keep using them. So if I can just get that to, that's better. So that's that drawer. Oh, and I got a couple of thread pitch gauges here, which are really handy. So if you got a bolt or something and you don't know what the thread is and you're like, ooh, I don't know what to do. You just, if I can get this thing to spin out, it's got all these different thread pitches on it and they're all labeled here. Okay.
Yeah, it looks old.
And so, yeah, this is an older one. And then you just put your bolt up to it, find your thread. Then when you go to your fastener place, you can tell them, I have 18 threads per inch and it's a 5/8 bolt. And then you get the right stuff. So pretty cool. Down here are some more of my corded tools. This guy here, this is my portable bands, or portable, what do they call this? A power file. Yeah, that's what they call it. Now you can take this handle off. This handle swivels, and you can take it off if you just need to go inside. One side has the platen on it, and then the other side, if you were gonna like sand, something that had like a curve to it, you could. You can put dust collection on the back if you want. This is a cool tool. This is really handy when I'm working on the 53, boxing in the frame rails and stuff. So I use that a lot for that. This is just a 3/8 angle drill. Again, that's Makita. I seem to like, I guess I'm a Makita fanboy, but I like it. This is, you can set the speed, so it's a variable speed. And then once you hit the paddle, it just goes into that set speed that you set. That's pretty nice. And then these guys here, this is 30 years old. This is how they used to make power tools from Porter Cable, made in the USA. Here's your lock for your speed, so you could set it plus or minus. That's your directional switch. But this little curve right here is designed, you can put your palm right in it, and then your arm lines up with the chuck key. So it's just really well designed, and then you can work the trigger with your little finger. And then if you, and it also comes with a handle, so you can, and they're powerful. This one is, let's see, this is a 5 amp one. And this is a 1/2 inch version of the same thing. Let's see what this one is. This is 5 amps as well. This will twist your wrist off. It's amazing.
Does that weigh about 20 pounds?
No, it's not too heavy, but this one only goes to 750 RPM. This is a 1/2 inch drill. This is designed for bigger bits. You don't need to spin it quite so fast. And then this guy here, does it even say? This goes to 1,000 RPM. If you ever find these in a garage sale, guys, pick them up. They just don't make tools like this anymore. These are nice. I know everybody's going to the battery stuff, but every once in a while, it's nice to have a corded tool. And then down here, I just have my big 30-plus-year-old big 1/2 inch drill. I think it only goes to 500 RPM. 575, and then it just has a forward and reverse switch here.
Oh, that thing's huge.
And yeah, it drills good holes. This is for what I use for putting the drywall up in the shop. This thing spins like stupid fast, 4,500 RPM. It really puts them drywall screws in a hurry. And then I bought this tool at Home Depot. It was on sale for $29, quite a long time ago. I don't know, 20 years ago. For $29, you just buy the tool, and it's got this really, yeah. That doesn't look stupid or nothing, does it?
No. I'll be walking behind you.
You could put it back here and draw.
I will not own up to your,
Plus,
no.
check this out.
What?
Spirit level.
Oh, good Lord.
No, really, that's a cool tool. That's a cool idea, because how many times you're drilling a hole and you want to make sure it's straight?
Okay.
And plus, check this out. Here again, here's this little curved area.
Mm-hmm.
It's designed to put your hand in, work the trigger, and your arm is in line with the chuck. So
Okay, I stand corrected on mocking you.
they just work. They just work. So that's my fabrication cart right next to my electrical cart.
I don't see any more room for any more carts in here.
Well,
That's a shame.
I'm still ruminating on it. I have some plans for more carts, more tools.
Yeah, okay.
I am. I'm going to get some testing tools.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Well, there you have it, guys. It's been fun, as always. Thanks so much for subscribing, liking, and sharing. And we're going to get back on the 53. That's coming up. I'm going to get a steering column for it. I got to do the steering first. You can see what here. Show them what's going on in there. I just took a piece of pipe and just kind of stuck it in here. And then the hanging brake pedal is right there, kind of like just seeing how it's going to fit. I haven't figured out how I'm going to cut the hole in there in the firewall, but so that's coming up. Then we got brakes, fuel line, all kinds of fun stuff coming up.
And you gotta finish my truck.
And I got to finish your truck. Oh, I need your guys' help on something. So let me know in the comments. Let me show you this. This is my question. It's a two-part question. 3-inch exhaust, 2.5-inch exhaust
What, for your truck or my truck?
for my truck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, try and stay on program. Okay?
I'm thinking about my truck.
I know. So let me know what you think, guys. My motor's rated 480 to 500 horsepower in the 53. Should I do 3-inch? Should I do 2.5? Inquiring minds need to know. So let me know. Here's a good visual. So let me know in the comments what you think. It looks like the 3-inch is heavier wall.
It is.
So anyway, it's been fun, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on Idaho Fabricator.